Linear searching. This section follows a classic example of using an array. Searching is a really important topic. This is one of the basic methods. This is a very basic example found in the searching project. We are assuming that we have an array of data and we have a particular value that we're looking for that we call item. And this is a classic thing where you go through a for loop to look at each index in the array. We quit if we find a place where the item we are looking for is in the array, and we return the index. We also allow for the fact that we don't find the item. If we get all the way through the for loop without having returned something, we then return -1, an illegal index. Same idea as index of in a string. We use the same convention. Here's a slight variation. If you have an unsorted list, you may want to search again, starting from where you ended your search before or something, and go on from there. So we have an extra parameter here, where rather than initializing our index I to 0, we initialize it to start. So we only look for the places at index start or later. Here we have a main program to test this. It displays several ideas in addition. For one, we use the ints from string from earlier in the book, so the user can enter a bunch of numbers to be used for the array right away. Put that in the array data, and we print this out, printing out both the index and the data at the index to illustrate what's in the array. And then we have an interactive while loop where we get a line of input from the user. Even though we're looking for a number, we get it as a string because we allow for a blank line if they want to end. UI would throw out a blank line if it was prompt int. So we can check that the length is greater than 0, meaning they have a real number there presumably and want to continue. And we parse it and use that as the search item. And then we also find the position they want to start from and apply the function. The found pos is the position it found, which can be less than 0, and we then print out that it's not found. Otherwise, we print out that it was found at what position. And again, this is an interactive loop, so we repeat getting input like here, down here. Let's try this out. Some integers. So we can look for 6, and we'll start from the beginning. And it was found at position 1, as we say here. Data 1 is 6. Let's suppose we want to find 6 again, but this time we're going to start from position 2. Then it was found at position 3, because we were started after this line here, and we found this. Let's look for 222, which is not there. We can start from the beginning, but of course it's not found. And we will just hit new line to end. One thing to note about this searching algorithm is that we have a for loop, of course, that can go through the whole array, which means we have to possibly process each element, and it will be order of n, the length of the array. We'll find better approaches in some circumstances later.